Folks, we did it. We made it to 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and I felt like I had to bring you this video showing you all my thanks and appreciation. A little bit of background about when I started YouTube and why I started YouTube. Speaking of, my very first video ever, July 21st, 2011. It was just basically me saying subscribe to my channel. I'll put it in the background. Make sure you check me out. I'm gonna have gameplay, entertainment, all that great stuff. Who knew that that would be the start of something this great, you know what I mean? So why did I start YouTube? I get that question every now and then. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of backstory, then I'm gonna shout out everyone who has helped me along the way. So I was working with the Army Corps of Engineers down in New Orleans. I had just graduated college. I was down there, you know, I got a little bored at work every now and then, so I would go on YouTube and look up gaming videos. So some of the first people I watched on YouTube, of course I watched Chris Move. He basically paved the way for all of us, all the sports gamers, you know what I mean, especially 2K commentators. He paved the way, you know? So I have to give a special shout out to him and for reaching out to me every now and then, you know, asking me a question or two, and I've done the same to him. So shout out to Chris Move. I also started off watching D Coop, had all kinds of entertaining stuff. You know, he ran with Chris Move a lot. Azura Fat, one of my homeboys from the get-go. Him and Shakedown 2012 gave me so many tips on how to start YouTube and what to do, how to grow, all that great stuff. So big shout out to them. I was also watching Smitty, Sim F-Ball Critic, Gideon, my boy Rowanik. The list goes on of the people I started off watching YouTube. They all inspired me to start my own channel. So I reached out to Azura. I was like, bro, I think I really want to do this. I really want to do this. So he told me what I needed to get. At the time, it was a Hauppauge HD PVR. You know, it was a little big thing, not the Elgato that we use now. But I got that. I already had a condenser microphone because I call myself being a little rapper and this and that. So I was rapping and I had a condenser mic. I had the video games and I had a crappy laptop that I decided to use, which ended up failing on me. So I started making videos. Now, my first video started off on NCAA Football 12. And before I get into that, I felt like I had the skill set to be a commentator. I knew how to edit. I had the skills with the beats. You know, I had some music and this and that. I had a little background, of course, a lot of background playing video games. So I was like, why don't I put my art talent, my editing talent, my music talent all into one and make videos, okay? So I went to Azura. He told me what to get, like I said. Did that. I had NCAA Football 12. So I was like, well, might as well start. Now I was shy, so I never really wanted to be a commentator. I just wanted to make montages. So my first video started off with montages, pretty much with minimal commentary, just a little bit of commentary. And then people started hitting me up like, yo, especially when I started playing 2K. They were like, yo, why don't you do commentary? So I didn't want to do it at first, but I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. So I started commentating on the videos and people said I sounded like Cleveland Brown, you know what I mean? That's where I got the whole that natty and the AKA Cleveland from. Cause people said I sounded like Cleveland Brown from Family Guy. Cause I was all shy, I didn't know what to say in my videos and all that. So that's how I started with commentary. Now let me pull my list out. And I got a lot of shout outs to do here. Now, I told you who I watched before I started. Of course, Coop, Smooth, Azura, Shakedown, all of them. Why I started YouTube. I wanted to put all that talent together into one. And I needed a hobby. I was bored working at the Army Corps of Engineers. Even though it was a great job, shout out to them. They made me who I am also. So, big shout out to Azura Effect, Shakedown, Smitty, Sim, F-Ball Critic, Gideon, Rowanik, and I also used to watch Jive Turkey. Appreciate y'all. Now, the new wave of stuff came on with me when I found out you could make money on YouTube. I was like, what? You can make money doing this stuff? Playing video games, the stuff I love to do. So, I was introduced to Machinima Sports. So I gotta give a big shout out to my boy OG Constant. We still talk to this day. He's helped me out with so much. especially when I go out to LA. He's always there for me, you know what I mean? He put me on with Machinima Sports. Now, they really helped my channel grow so much because we had a system where we would send him a video each week and they would upload it to the Machinima Sports channel, and you would get all this new audience coming in. Even though a lot of them were trolls, and a lot of them would say, hey, he's just a Chris Smooth wannabe. You know how all that stuff went. But they still subscribe, you know what I mean? So they're in that million that we have right now. Also, big shout out to my boy Nada's Fan, Sports Gaming Universe. He gave me the opportunity to upload to his channel. He had a little system going where he was helping out smaller guys. I was one of those smaller guys, so big shout out to him. Also, Anto the Boss. Bro, we started around the same. I think he had like 30,000 subs when I was around the time when I was starting. And he had this whole little spotlight thing where he wanted to, you know, give other YouTubers a chance to be on his channel. So I did that also. I'm gonna get to him a little bit more later. He's my boy. Now, iPod King Carter and Wiser Now. Big shout out to them. They helped me out. You know, we had the Game Face Studios going on. I joined that group. Even though it didn't turn out too well at the end, I still give big props to them for being there for me. They helped me out. All of their intentions were good. I'm cool with them now. I mean, we had a little beef back then, but it's all good now, you know what I mean? Me and Wiser was going back and forth on Twitter one time, but I don't do that stuff no more. You know, we were all younger, immature, whatever you want to call it. Chase Money, big shout out to him. My boy Datman Nez, we went to the same college, and he basically helped me get on with the Army Corps of Engineers down in New Orleans. And we were like basically cube mates. We were in the same queue. We played video games together. I owe him for giving me some ideas for videos, you know what I mean? And if he's watching this, big shout out to you. And you know, I came down to Dallas. We hung out after I went to the Cowboy game and all that. So, Bridges got swag. How was that created? My boy Scott Zilla had the fire beats. I was like, bro, I heard that beat for the first time. I was like, I gotta use that for something. And then I had all the crazy dunks with Neil Bridges. Bridges got swag, all that crazy stuff. So I reached out, I got the beat. I hit up my boy Reem the Truth, and he laid that rap down on that beat. I was in the hook, I did the hook. And I was like, yo, can you rap on this? He killed it, bruh. That song is still a hit to this day. They need to put that song in NBA 2K. I'm still waiting for that. You know what I mean? Now, big shout out to K Spade the Prospect, Shady, LaParis, Earn, Nike Fowler, Air Jones. You know, we came together and built Full House Entertainment. And we reached goals that we never thought we would reach. You know what I mean? We had our own community channel. We did the Friday Spotlight. You know, we grew together, you know what I'm saying? Big shout out to K Spade being my big bro. He was always there for me. Eric Jones, you already know that's my best friend. We still hang out, all that crazy stuff. You know, man, LaParis and Earn, we be on the Xbox Live all night long, chatting and playing video games, all great times. And Nike, I never seen anyone work as hard as that dude, bro. That dude will be pushing out like 3 videos a day and have a full-time job. So big shout out to him. We still got to meet in person though. All right, moving on. EA Sports. They hooked me up, bro. The first time I ever went out to EA Tiburon down in Orlando, I was like, oh my gosh, it was like something you would never dream of doing. It's something that you would never think you would be able to do, is go to the gaming company that you've been playing since you were a little boy, you know what I mean? So big shout out to all the dudes out there. My boy AJ, Rex Dixon, my boy Frisk, Justin DeWall, Corey, you already know you the man. Good game, bro. You know we got to get our battle in, and you probably think I've been avoiding you, bro, but it's just been so crazy. I still got you, trust me. My boy Kralo, I got to come back to him. S. Gibbs, Farrell, Shotmaster, Billy Brewer, all the game changers, Mad Scientist, Jeremy Bennett, Mark Price, the Hoop God, CDJ, Chris Mansell, Andrew Hoffman. The list goes on, bro. I got all kinds of stuff in here. Now let me go back up to my boy Kralo. He's been hooking me up with so much stuff. He was the reason I had that pack battle with my boy Tote. I'm gonna give him a shout out too. He's the reason why I was at the Madden 17 release party, which was so dope. I appreciate you. You hooked us up with all kinds of crazy stuff. My boy McFadden. You know I can't forget Mike McFadden. All through the MUT stuff, he's been hooking me up. He's been helping me along my journey. You know, wanting me to open up packs, encouraging me to play more MUT, spend more money. And I've been doing that for you, bro. You know, you've been there for me so much. And we, you know, it's been a long road. We still got a long way to go, though, brother. Now, I got to go back up to my boy Cornell. I met him. He put me on the NBA Live Mobile, you know what I mean? I was like, I don't know if I should play this game. He hooked me up with NBA Live Mobile. Shout out to him. He was the community manager at the time, and he gave me all these tips and tricks. I went in. I knew he was real right from the start when I met him down in Orlando. I was like, yeah, this dude is cool, whatever. So we hung out a few times down at the Madden 17 release party. Then we hung out in San Francisco, Game Changers University, all that cool stuff. So he is my boy. He's always going to be my boy, whether he's working for EA or not. You know what I'm talking about? So, Brian, Franchise Play, shout out for putting me in the Forbes. You know, he writes the articles and all that stuff. He has done a lot for me. Smosh Games and Warp Zone. I did the whole thing with Ronku and you guys. It was awesome. I really had a great time. I loved it. Keep up the good work. I know you guys have blown up so much. Keep on going. The sky's the limit. Now, Toke, you are my boy too. We had crazy battles. We had the battle out there at the NFL draft. We had some battles over the internet. We had the pack battle. You got the best of me that time. But we're going to have so many more battles. Toke is so cool in person. I can't say enough about this guy. He's the life of the party, and you know I try to keep up with him. But I end up throwing up the next morning. My boy Anto the boss. You really are a boss. Real cool dude. Always genuine and down to earth. I can't say enough about him either. He's my boy. Always gonna be my boy. Keep up the good work, brother. You're gonna be right behind me with that million. Now moving on to 2K Sports. Ronnie 2K. He's a hard worker. LD. You know they looked out for me, man, so much. Rachel over there, we had the interview on 2K TV that time. They hit me up with the NBA 2K15 commercial, bro. Commercial. Yes, it was on TV. If you missed that, it was the most epic thing that I think I've ever done now. Sub the Gamer was there. iPod King Carter was there. Nick the Bulls fan was there, bro. It was an amazing experience. They had to calm me down because we were sitting in the room like all day long, waiting to record. They had food and drinks everywhere. I was trying to do all that, but I started getting so anxious. That's the first time I've ever had anxiety. I was thinking about being on TV. Millions of people was gonna see it. I didn't want to go in there and screw up, but it ended up being great. Shout out to those guys for being there. Shout out to them for calming me down and making me feel good about myself. Going in, being confident with the camera all in my face. I got a little mini camera right now, but that camera there was huge in Oklahoma City. And I ain't know what to do. I couldn't even see nothing. All I saw was bright lights, you know, so it was epic. I thank 2K for hooking me up with that. All the stuff that they've done for me, bringing me out to Community Day and all that great stuff. Also, Two Bros Gaming. Shout out to you, Bud 22089. Always been there for me. Real cool dude. Steve OS, Operation Sports. You put up some of my videos and some of those articles on Operation Sports. Thanks for the exposure. And you a Cowboy fan, so I love you even more, bruh. Console Kings, my boy CJ over there. He introduced me to a whole another genre, basically working with movies. You know, I did the ride along with Kevin Hart. That was one of the most epic things I did. Jurassic World. Hey, hit me up with some more of those deals, nah. I like doing them movie promos. That stuff be lit. And you get to see the movie early. You know what I mean? Also, I gotta go back and give another shout out to my boy McFadden and the whole EA crew for putting me down with that Madden 17 cover shoot. That was also one of the most epic things I've ever done. I got to meet Antonio Brown, Von Miller, boy Gronk. It was so crazy, and I was out there with my boy Toke and Anto. Now moving down the list, I got a long way to go. Everybody in the community, gaming community, My boy Cash Nasty, he put me in with the whole 2K Wars. That stuff was epic. Jester the Laser, my boy Kuda, we go way, way, way back. Keep up the good work, brother. Gento, Stacks, King Sean, Juice Man, Crazy Girl, Shake and Bake, Flight Mike, Tico, Ooh, Dynasty, Golden Sports, always giving me a hard time about avoiding him in Madden, avoiding him in Need for Speed, avoiding him in any game. He say we need to play. We're gonna get it in though, trust me. Domo Beats for giving me some fire beats back in the day. I need to hit you up for some more. D-Man, Kale hit him up. Monster Chappie, always giving me them tips. Mr. HD, Young Quavo, Gaming with Kush, Design Jives, iMav, you know you a beast. Cullenberger, my homeboy, King Dooms, ScoMo, Gelf, Nasty Breaks, hooked me up with the crazy stuff, opening up the cars. You know ScoMo, he's always been there. He's still a cool dude. Cookie Boy, Mr. Hurricane, World Gaming, LSK, Shay, Snoob Kill, my boy, JO30, my boy Ropey, KK, Lights Out and Stiff over at Madden Daily, doing their thing. They've made me better at the game. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Uber YouTuber, we gotta hang out some more, bruh. Out in San Fran, you know you the man. Tone Low, Stopped, Carlos, the list goes on and on. Shout out to my boy Mauricio and D-Man for holding down the mobile leagues. You know, they helped me out with the commish. They helped me out with the applications. Y'all be getting mad at me. They be hitting me up on Twitter saying, yo, F you, you done declined my invite. I was like, I ain't do it. That was Mauricio or D-Man. You gotta holler at them. Shout out to Wilson Sports, my boy Willis Wiggins, hooking me up with all these crazy opportunities. You're gonna see what I'm talking about soon. EA. It doesn't stop. My boy Dan Mitri introduced me to a whole nother side of EA, which is, you know, Battlefield, which is Star Wars, all that stuff over there. You know, they put me in the first ever Battlefield 1 stream, the one with the celebrities, Snoop Dogg and all them. It was absolutely insane. Matthew Everett, thank you for hitting me up with the Titanfall, all these other games that you do. Shay, up in Canada. Appreciate you for bringing me out for UFC. I had a great time, great experience, got to play the game, learned a lot about it. Now, moving on to some sponsorship type stuff. Andy with Microsoft and Xbox, thanks for hooking me up with all the stuff, bro. You know I owe you a lot. I made the fire videos. Keep it up. Ramon over at Sony PlayStation. We got some crazy stuff planned. Be on the lookout for that, but he's an awesome dude. Showed me a very great time. Real genuine man. And I don't take sides, whether it's Xbox or PlayStation. I play everything, bro. I'm not a fanboy of any console. Astro Gaming. Where's my Astros? You know I wear these things all the time. I love the A4s the best, bruh. Still rocking out with them, you know what I mean? Elgato, my boy Gator, hooking me up with the Elgatos. You know I got like 5 or 6 Elgatos now. I'm never gonna run out of those. The best capture card I've had, and I'm not just saying that. I don't get paid, bruh. I just use it, you know what I mean? So shout out to Gator and Elgato Games. You know, the portable gaming station that I use. Shout out to them. Blue microphones. I'm using one of their microphones right now. You know what I mean? The Blue Snowball. They have the, what are the other ones? They all sound pretty good, you know what I mean? Ubisoft, thank you for hooking me up with all the opportunities with the new games that you drop. All of that stuff has been excellent. So I went through, I hope I didn't forget nobody, but I'm pretty sure I did. And I don't want anyone to feel left out. So I appreciate everyone out there. Also, the man upstairs, shout out to God. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here doing this. Shout out to my family, you know, Minnie QJB, always there. She's my motivation #1. My mom and dad, you know, even though they thought I was crazy when I quit my job at the Corps and moved back home to make videos, but then they started seeing how much I loved it, man, and they supported me through it. My sister, even though she think all I do is play video games. But, nah, I'm just joking. But she's been there for me. Mrs. QJB, the wifey. You know, she puts up with all the crap that I have to do with the games, editing, staying up late at night, doing commentaries, all that great stuff. She has been there for me, and she has supported me all the way through. I love all of you guys. Last but not least, all of you guys. You guys got me to 1 million. Can you believe that? Thank you for all of the support. I never dreamed of hitting 1 million subscribers when I started YouTube. It was just gonna be a hobby, something I did for fun. But you guys blew me up and you make me work harder. Every day I wanna bring you more entertaining videos because I know you're watching and I know you guys inspire me so much. I appreciate everything. All of you that I've met in person, y'all kill me, man. Like every time I meet someone in person and they like give me that look like I'm a star, yo, it's about to bring me to tears. I'm like, yo, I'm just an ordinary dude, you know what I mean? And I started playing video games and making videos. I appreciate it so much. Anytime you see me out in the streets, don't be shy, man. Ask for a picture. I'm always there. I'm still the same dude. I'm never gonna change. You can ask all my homeboys, my family, my friends. I'm still the same from day one. And it's gonna stay like that. So we're gonna bring some more epicness. Like I said, thank you to everybody for every single thing you have done this whole long journey on YouTube. It could not have went any better this far. And I can't wait to see what the future holds, you know what I mean? Thank you. 1 million subscribers. We're gonna go for 10 million more. We're gonna keep on going, baby. I'm gonna keep on bringing these videos. Y'all keep on supporting me. That nasty. And don't ever let anyone tell you you can't do it. Don't ever let anyone tell you you can't do something. You can do it, baby. You know what I mean? Anything you put your mind to, set goals, long-term and short-term. Accomplish those goals. Move on to more goals and do that. Keep it going. Peace.